dedicated to the grind and dedicated to you. That's why we do what we do. This is Power Grind Boxing, where we're dedicated to the great sport of boxing. Today, we're going to be talking about controversial statements by Boxing Ego. Yeah, you heard that right. Oh my God, Boxing Ego be doing it right there. You know what I'm saying? He one of my favorites. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, so now I was strolling and scrolling on them Twitter streets, right? And I ran into Boxing Ego, and oh my God, I had to jump on and talk about that right there. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hadn't been on a couple of days, you know what I'm saying? Just 2 days. So look, man, listen to this right here. Black people don't really care that much when a black fighter loses because there are so many lit black fighters in the game right now, so it's not that serious. LOL. There's no such thing as a great black hope because there are too many relevant black fighters who are successful. For example, oh my God, I call that getting the receipts. Hypothetically, if Devin Haney would have lost to Lomachenko, you still have Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Frank Martin, Keyshawn Davis, etc., who are super relevant, undefeated, and winning. Versus, let's say, if you're rooting for a Ukrainian fighter at lightweight, you're rooting for Lomachenko, specifically because he's literally the only Ukrainian top 10 lightweight in the world at this moment. So black people don't need to hold their hopes high for one black fighter when you have several in each big division who are successful. Look at the welterweight division. You have Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Jerron Boots Ennis, Keith Thurman, Rashidi Ellis, etc. So this whole notion from people like Paulie Malignaggi that Devin Haney fans really want to say black people, he really want to say black people. Yeah, that's right. He really do want to say black people. Only wanted to see a white guy lose is preposterous. Oh my God, that's a college word. Good gracious, preposterous over there. Okay, look, he put an LOL and then hit that. Okay, so man, I got to talk about that. Man, that was funny. When I read these words from Boxing Ego, let me tell you, I laughed from a healthy place. I laughed so extensively that it was ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? Oh my God, Boxing Ego, you are funny. So I had to get on right now. Like, I just read this, and at the time of this video, I just read this and I had to get on immediately because I thought this was the funniest of all funny. You feel what I'm saying? Now, he spoke on a lot of layers of different things. You know, you have to know the history of America to understand and grasp the concept of the deep-rooted problem that Boxing Ego was talking about in that tweet. And that was a long-ass tweet. Man, go ahead with yourself. Man, shit. Man, how many characters is that right there? But anyway, you know, America has a gigantic problem of racism in America, but no one says anything about it. No one says anything about it. And that's the reason why, you know, during the fight between Devin Haney, when he was walking to the ring, everyone was booing him. He had way more boos than he had cheers because America has a deeply seated racism bone in its body. You got what I'm saying? And it won't get rid of it. It won't acknowledge the fact that racism is a problem in America, even in politics, in the social system. It's a lot of problems in America, but no one says anything because, hey, guess what? They just don't say anything. I know that's messed up, but that's just how it has been in America. Now, one of the things that he said in this tweet that I really like is that he said there's no such thing as a black hope. There's so many dominant black fighters because that's what we do. That's all we've been doing is fighting. You know what I'm saying? We had to fight for civil rights. We had to fight for human rights. We had to, try to fight to save our own self. On every level, people have tried to make us victims, and we have done nothing but fight against injustice, fight against everything. So it makes sense where people will have or build up, the great white hope, like, Vasily Lomachenko, because guess what? There's not a lot of individuals. So I understand this selective outrage when your fighter is not victorious, because Vasily Lomachenko, he lost unanimously against Devin the Dream Haney. And so many individuals are so angry at that. You got one of them, oh, they so mad. And they trying to petition Congress and do all kind of things. Now, when Pernell Whitaker got robbed a couple of different times, no one said anything. Everyone just act like everything's okay. You got me? But now it's okay when he do it, but when he do it, it's a problem. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, Boxing Ego, he had so many different problems in this one tweet that I had to get on and talk about it and acknowledge and give a gigantic salute to Boxing Ego, because it takes a lot of courage to talk about some of the things that he talks about, and to just write a tweet like that and be able to stand on it. If Devin Haney had a loss, okay, cool, but he's still a phenomenal boxer. And hey, it's a lot of individuals that we can look to, like, okay, he may have lost, but he didn't lose. He didn't lose. So I understand that when you just have one person and you're just believing in that one person, and then they lose, oh, it makes you so mad. It makes me think of when Mayweather fought Pacquiao. It broke so many hearts. A lot of people have cotton candy hearts nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So their cotton candy heart, it get, kind of dissolved when their fighter loses. And this seems to be the case with Vasily Lomachenko. But the bottom line is this: Devin the Dream Haney, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He went into the ring against Vasily Lomachenko. He executed his game plan. Vasily Lomachenko executed his game plan. The judges did not feel as if Lomachenko did enough to win the fight. They felt as if Devin Haney did enough to win the fight. Devin Haney and Lomachenko are not the judges. They are the fighters. They are the talent. They go in there and execute a game plan. And Devin Haney, he did an excellent job. He made it where Lomachenko landed, didn't land like 56% of his punches compared to all the other fights that he's been in. So his game plan significantly and drastically decreased the efficiency of Lomachenko. And if you look at CompuBox, you will see that Devin Haney landed the most efficient punches. His punches, he threw less punches, but he landed more punches, according to his efficiency. Lomachenko threw more punches, and he landed less punches in comparison to what was thrown and what was landed. You take the amount of punches thrown, and then you divide it by the amount of punches landed, and you get an efficiency percentage, right? So Devin Haney was more precise with his punches. Do you understand what I'm saying? More accurate. He had the ring generalship. He had more efficient, effective punches. You know what I'm saying? His IQ was better. He executed a better game plan. Some don't like that. Some are very, very angry about that. I understand that you turn into a salty soldier. I get it. But I really respected the fact that Boxing Ego took the time and basically articulated why they had this hope. Now, for Paulie Malignaggi, he is very intelligent. He's a good commentator while you're at it. Now, he got fired because he talking about this. He keeps saying things, racially motivated and racially aggravating so that he can create a base. And his fan base It's all about the race. You got what I'm saying? He beats the drums so that his fan base can feel empowered. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's a psychological strategy. I understand what he's doing, and like Dante Boxing Nation said, boxing is all about race, nationality, and pride. So I understand why people like Paulie Malignaggi, he got, ever since Adrian Broner beat him, took his girl and had sex with his girl and did all of that stuff, he's been on a tear against African fighters, African American fighters. He's been so angry at black fighters ever since Adrian Broner kind of traumatized him with the loss and taking his girl. Listen, Paulie Malignaggi, look, man, that was just Broner. Some people are cool with you. We know that you like boxing. We know that you good at boxing. We know that you good at commentating. You was an okay boxer and you a good commentator. You ain't got to hate on all black people. And no, man, no. There are a lot of people that think Vasyl Lomachenko lost because he lost. Not because, we think he lost because he's white. No, that's not why. We think he lost because he's Ukrainian. No, that's not why. He lost because he did not land the more efficient, effective punches. He did good a couple of rounds. But listen, man, you can't take off round 1 to 6 and then try to start your motor in round 7 and then do okay in round 10 and 11 and then take off by your own admission in round 12 and then say, hey, I took off 12 because I thought I was doing enough. You can't do all of that and think you're supposed to be the victor. That's just not how it works. But like I said, with Paulie Malignaggi, I understand that this guy is trying to make sure that he can rattle and inflame his fan base because he need the monetary support from his fans, etc., especially since he got fired from, as a commentator and, people don't want to work with him. And, Adrian Broner took his girl and had sex with her and all that type of stuff. Look, man, don't take that out on everybody else, man. Look, man, you deal with those problems. Throw that stuff away, man. This is boxing right here, man. You got to be really non-biased, and you are too biased. You understand what I'm saying? You're too biased. It's just really ridiculous. Very proud of boxing ego right there, standing up right there and just really perfectly articulating. Because I'm telling you, one thing that won't fall is the black fighter. You know what I'm saying? Black fighters, they dominate all sports. That's just how it works. In boxing, we gonna always dominate combat sports because we are warriors. That's just how it works. We just warriors. That's how it is. We always been fighting. We have to fight for justice. We have to fight for our people. We got to fight in that ring, inside of the ring, outside of the ring. That's just how it always is. We got to fight for our respect. Everybody else is giving the respect. I'm telling you, there's so many double, quadruple standards. That's just how it is. Lomachenko tears made it where, the WBC say, you know what? Even though you lost, guess what we gonna do for you? We still gonna make you the #1 contender. You got what I'm saying? That's what's being reported right now. Like, look, these Loma tears are very powerful. These Loma tears, they will move heaven and earth for Loma tears. Loma Tears has made it where Teddy Atlas is saying, you know what, we're going to do something about this. We're going to Congress. We're trying to stand for boxing. Like, man, this is what Loma Tears have done. So many black fighters getting robbed over and over and over. No one is caring. No one is saying anything. People are cheating. They're fighting black fighters and cheating. They're doing what who for Margarito did to Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? They cheating. And then guess what? They messing with their gloves and doing all kind of crazy, funny things, taking all kind of enhancements and everything. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's mad. Nobody, but oh man. You know what I'm saying? But these Loma Tears have made it where everyone is like, you know what? We need to do something about boxing. We need to help everyone in boxing. I'm like, wow, okay. I see what you're doing right there. Everybody has just been ignited and inspired all because of these Loma Tears. So this is what I hope. I hope these Loma Tears ignite a passion within you, the boxing community. And I hope you start saying, you know what? We need to put a microscope under all of these individuals, and we need to make sure that the best are fighting the best, and that the best referees are there, and that people are getting the titles shots that they deserve, and that people are being treated fairly, and equity is being spreaded across the boxing field. You got what I'm saying? Now, if you're not willing to do that, then please, let's not act as if we are standing on a pedestal of righteousness. Because like I said, when Pernell Whitaker was robbed, no one said anything. When there has been times where Floyd Mayweather had a close fight, split decision against people that anybody in there and everybody can see that he completely won against. You got what I'm saying? It's so many unfair things. And I keep noticing that the foundation of it is based on race. But it seems as if when negative things happen to certain fighters, like I said, Pernell Whitaker, no one says anything. But when the world is in uproar over these Loma tiers, then everybody want to do everything to help and assist the Ukrainians. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand. It's like America. America, they'll help Ukraine and help Russia and help everywhere else. But people in America are suffering and they do nothing. You got what I'm saying? Only in America can you be booed like Devin Haney was booed in America on American soil, and they root for people who are not from America, and that is how hated you are. You got what I'm saying? So all of this right here that Boxing Eagle was talking about, he didn't say none of the things that I'm saying, but this was inspired, that right there. But I'm telling you, I feel that this tweet is brave. I feel like it's courageous, and it's basically exposing a lot of things without talking about a lot of things. But like I said, America has a race problem. America has a problem. And when you talk about the problem, nobody wants to talk about it, because guess what? I don't know if it's shame. I don't know if they just scared. I just don't know. But I respect a person that does not like me and tells me, hey, I don't like you, than the person that acts as if they like me while all the time they hate me. And a lot of times we're dealing with people in America where they hate you so much, but they'll never tell you because they cowards. A coward lives in their heart. That's just how it is. But look, this is Power Grind Boxing. Be dedicated to the full-time grind. Stay on the grind. Peace, y'all.